And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. And it's Munoz. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well read, and the danger is averted. Girassi looks to get on the end of this. DiMarco. That's tidy. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. DiMarco, and that should get the job done. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's in, and the shot! It's in! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's had it taken off him. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the... And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been won straight back. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left back or as a wing back.
No argument from... Great chance! He's delivered all right! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So, a breakthrough already. He's picked his way through. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Reinders certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Di Marco. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Reinders does really well to win the ball there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Di Marco picks it up now. He's on it, can he get away? Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Di Marco. Ball driven towards the far post. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Threads one in. Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Mbappe! Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Guirassy. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's gone looking for safety. Di Marco. He's had it taken off him. 30 minutes gone. Guirassy is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Di Marco knocks it into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland looks to get on the end of this.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's being shifted off it. Partey making good progress on the right-hand side. DiMarco did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zubimendi. And it's Partey. Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Haaland. And Konate. And it's DiMarco.
Vamos ter minuto de
Reinders.
compensação.
They've been denied a chance to...
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Caros espectadores, gostávamos de pedir o vosso atributo para o Fundo de Caridade Mundial.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And claimed it back swiftly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Here comes the cross. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Played out towards the right wing. Foot in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Zubimendi. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Girassi picks it up out wide. Gravenberg. Can he spark a counter here? Reinders. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ruben Dias. Cucurella. Threads one in. Girassi. Pings it across. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland. And here's the chance to counter. Munoz. Gravenberg. Passing is crisp and sharp. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Girassi. Oh, that's fabulous. Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. Di Marco. Reinders.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Opts for safety. Nicely weighted ball. Cucurella. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. And it's Reinders. Munoz. And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Reinders. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Girassi gets good distance on it. And here's Di Marco. Guirassy. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Guirassy. DiMarco. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And Ndika. Van Dijk. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Knocks it out wide. Mbappe! And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
Casapia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Mbappe couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, super ball! Reinders did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Quality ball. Gravenberch. And that has been cleared. Tries to play it through. Now it's Bellingham. And he plays one through. Mbappe! Guirassy. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Guirassy is offering a wry smile there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Played out to the right. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. DiMarco defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. It's a promising position. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Konate lays it forward. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That pass isn't the best. Guirassy. And the shot! Reinders. And it's DiMarco. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Munoz. Reinders. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Girassi. Cucurella. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can they find an extra gear here? That is lovely. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Munoz has it out wide and in space.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Vitinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Climbs up big.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this? And the pass is intercepted.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looks across and plays it in. And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. Konate.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pass is just off target. Haaland is onto it in a flash. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Vai-se proceder a uma substituição. O número 27, número 13, número 38, número 32, número 5, número 3, número 12. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 22, número 11, número 41, número 25, número 6, número 2, número 23. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. He's not got that quite right. Played up towards the front line. Now that's well seen too. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes looking for the run, and he's picked out the run. Lovely ball and a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
Chance! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game. What a throw in. He's on it, can he get away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Yildiz. Chance, surely! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's 2 now without reply. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Vinicius Junior to Osimhen. Now it's Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Oh, that was vital. Mbappe. Has a look and plays it forward. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's played through for him. Now it's Haaland. He's onside. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Caros espectadores, informamos que não é permitido estacionar nas vias de acesso ao estádio. Por favor, utilizem o parque de estacionamento do estádio e outros parques circundantes.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Haaland. Guirassy is onto the... Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Spread it left. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture, and when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Looks to the other side. DiMarco. Ball driven towards the... Terrific header! Ruben Dias tries to clear.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
In with the challenge. DiMarco. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's DiMarco. Now it's Haaland.
Casapia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Reinders. DiMarco. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Konate. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught napping. They've got a corner here. It's their second corner of the game. Deftly away. Now it's Guirassy. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Gravenberg, and he was quick to react. Zubimendi. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Koundé. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. And here's Haaland. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Liverpool have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. There's a sharp little ball here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Munoz.
Vamos ter minuto de
Interception.
compensação.
His positioning was spot on. Foden. Now it's Guirassy. Back in possession and ready to go. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Now the ball in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foden. Now it's Guirassy. DiMarco. That's very neat. He has a look up. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Aimed beyond the defence, pass somewhat off target. Still just a single goal between the sides. Gabriel cuts out the pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Little pass back.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
Gravenberg.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's quick to get it clear again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Zubimendi, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Vai proceder uma substituição.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, there's the clearance.
Número 32.
Spread out to the left. Nuno Mendes.
Vão dar os seus lugares a
Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
número 41.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and
Está a
simple.
acontecer uma substituição.
Guendouzi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now he's off and running. Nuno Mendes. Rice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zubimendi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And the finish! And that has been clubbed away. There's the crossfield ball. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a lovely, neat pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Dijk. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Now who's going to be first to this? He's free, he has got space. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Koundé. No, that's been intercepted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe! Oh, look at the space here. Well, what about this cross? That's been drilled forward. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Guirassy. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still...
Chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that is a nice touch. Couldn't squeeze it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Zubimendi. So it is still 0-0. Bellingham.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe. And they can counter here. Gravenberg. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bellingham. Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Great chance! It's hit the upright. He can get that clear. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Goal! It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get it through? Gravenberg. Now Mbappe. Haaland. Zubimendi. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Guirassy. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well timed, excellent interception. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Koundé. And this is Mohamed Salah. Takes a shot! There it is! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Drives it in. And that's been won straight back.
Casabia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gravenberg. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played in deep. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He gets big. Well, now it's a race for the... Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
We are into stoppage time. And the pass is intercepted. Reinders. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Casapia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's on it, can he get away? DiMarco. He is just caressing the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mohamed Salah has created one goal already. Ndika. Haaland might just make this. Oh, that's well spotted. Munoz. That's a little off target. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And it's Cucurella.
Oh, really well played.
Cucurella. He slings it in.
Well played and well cleared.
Konate. Haaland. Great vision. And the shot! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are...
Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. No way through. Gabriel. Ndika cuts out the pass. Liverpool have reclaimed it. Zubimendi. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Haaland. Now it's Reinders. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
uma substituição.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 32.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Número 38.
Van Dijk. That pass has been well intercepted.
Número 22.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Número 8. Número 25.
Partey.
Número 9. Número 41.
Bellingham.
Número 20. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Ball's gone out of play. Van Dijk gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Rice.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Defending of the desperate variety.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's run loose here. Rice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Darwin. Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham.
Casablanca really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Mendes gets across to intercept that. Produces a cross. And smartly reclaimed. Short changes him with that. That's rather hopeful. And that may well be that. That is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Now it's Haaland. That's a lovely, neat pass. And they can counter here. Vitinha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Courtois gets it away, and he's quick to snatch it back. Guirassy. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And here's Haaland, and it's Reinders. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He's had a crack. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up he goes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Van Dijk actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Reinders. Quarter of an hour played. That's a super give and go. This looks promising. Konate spots it and intercepts. Dimarco. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Vitinha.
Casapia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Ruben Dias cuts it out. There's a sharp little ball here. Shoots! There it is! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done.
Tries a shot! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Haaland. He's in a good position. Takes a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Koundé goes back to front. And the counter is on. Good running, strong and purposeful. DiMarco kept his eye on it, and he's there. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vitinha. Good ball, good take. And here comes the corner. That's really well cleared. Defending was strong and firm. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's being urged to shoot.
Guirassy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Guirassy. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Casapia really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. There's the start of the second half. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foden. Now it's Guirassy.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much.
I think now Mbappe. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, that's ambitious. And he should have made it 4.
Casapia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Reinders did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.